Hey guys, TexAgs Rewind, day 3 of SEC Media Days, and I feel like we're like a legit college football crew with the headsets on. We're talking after the game. What a performance today by our guest, and I call it performance. Roman Harper, I think I told you a little bit about it, comparing Isaiah Spiller to Arian Foster, which I think is a very fair comparison.
You know, I want to take credit for that because I put that out probably prior to last season, but I can't. Steve McKinney, an old teammate of Arian Foster, was actually the first one that told me that, and I thought it was a great comparison then. And for Roman Harper to do it, another longtime NFL guy, probably had to tackle Arian Foster. I'm sure they overlap.
He talked about that,
And he for him to say that entirely separately, it starts to add a lot of credence when you start hearing that.
You got that. We also have Mr. SEC or Mr. College Football, Tony Barnhart. He loves the move. We all do, but ESPN today had an article about A&M's move to the SEC, how it's paid off, and he said he saw it from the beginning as well.
He did. He was on board from day one with it. And he's an old, SEC. I think he's an SEC legend, Tony Barnhart. We grew up on him, and I used to watch SEC stuff and listen to him talk about the Georgia Bulldogs because I didn't know much about it and the way media was back then. So Tony Barnhart is a guy that really introduced me to the SEC, one of the all-time good guys too, by the way. And I love the fact that as A&M has entered this league, he was one that was on board with the move from the get-go.
What a voice, by the way. We also talked about Khris Middleton getting that chip, 2 Aggies in a row, right? We go back to last year with the Lakers and Alex Caruso. Khris Middleton getting it done last night.
With Mike Evans in between.
That's true.
And here's the deal. I want billboards. I want a billboard, and maybe you do one of each, like the Bucky signs up and down the highway just to drive everyone nuts and fire up the Aggies. Texas A&M, where champions are built. And you put them all on one or do the series, and you go Vaughn and you go Caruso and Middleton, and I think you're pretty soon you can put a thing Mo with her gold medal on there and Mike Evans. So you have that series, and you can even put Johnny with a Heisman, because what I'm saying is where champions are built and you have these things going, and it's all the current – I know there's a longer list of Aggies with championship, even some that have been on teams recently, but I'm talking about the ones that on a billboard, everyone driving by goes, I know who that is. And that group has arrived at that level, and I think it would be such a cool billboard to splatter all over Texas. It's so cool for Khris Middleton. I'm so happy for him. And you think about Middleton and Caruso and Mike Evans, the 3 guys that have won it in a year, none of them were super highly regarded recruiting prospects coming out of high school. I mean, Caruso was probably the biggest name of all of them, but still they weren't these 5-star can't miss guys, and they had to earn it, and they earned it. Not only they had to earn it before they could be successful at A&M. That wasn't a guarantee. And then what they've done since they've gone into the league has been nothing short of incredible. Khris, such a great guy, man. You got to get to know Khris.
What a smile.
Nobody better.
What a smile last night. We also talk a little bit about the arrogant media out there and TexAgs being more than a fan site.
I get it's a hot button thing. It triggers me. And I dealt with it this week with this. They're just a fan site.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
My friends at SEC Network, the people at ESPN, they were among the very first to embrace what it is we do. And I think it trailblazed in the industry with the Johnny stuff. And they're putting the scroll that TexAgs reports this and the SEC stuff. We were among the very first to ever get that kind of credibility. And that was a glass ceiling that fan sites had to break through. And then I watch people like Clay Travis that go from he started so small, and Dave Portnoy, and they start so small and they break through. Now, we're not trying to break through past A&M here.
Right.
But we did, just like they did, you have to break to get this level of credibility. And I think fan sites in the last 10 years, and I absolutely believe we played a part in that, have started to get that going. And that's why I love, like, when Peter Burns and Chris Doring have us on SEC Network, and when McElroy and Cole and these guys, and when Feinbaum has us on, and I think we were among the first ever fan sites to start regularly appearing on Feinbaum. But there has to be a level, but it used to be like where the mainstream media thought, oh, you run a fan site, that's cute. Those days are behind us. But the same thing with the arrogance of you cover the Patriots, you cover, you cover the Golden State Warriors, and no, it doesn't make you better. It means that your job's probably been a lot more fun, but that's it. Then again, how fun is it covering Bill Belichick? How fun is it covering Nick Saban? Although he did make a really funny joke today. But yeah, covering winners is fun.
ESPN today had a great article on the perfect marriage between A&M and the SEC. Mm-hmm. Take me back to 2012, your thought process with A&M entering the league.
When I found out that this was probably going to happen, I called a good friend of mine, a long-time Aggie, and he was so excited. I said, "Do you understand how tough this league is?" He said, "Yep, but I'll tell you what, I would rather be an average team in the SEC than stay in this conference with Texas one more damn day." And that's when I knew it was going to happen. So think about it. Long track record of SEC teams, particularly LSU, playing Texas A&M. The Texas recruiting market is somebody Alabama goes to, LSU goes to. That part of it is a natural. And to bring the state of Texas into the mix was a natural fit for the SEC. The SEC, when they made the decision to go to 14 teams, they said, okay, we need to bring in the biggest markets we can find. Well, Texas is a huge market. That was a no-brainer. I think they would have liked to have gotten another, maybe in Oklahoma or something like that. But Missouri, with the Chicago and the St. Louis television markets, so that worked. So it was, to me, Texas A&M and the SEC was just a natural fit.
As we enter the Go Hour with Olin Buchanan, we're not going to get into how wrong we were about the NBA Finals. We're going to talk about how right we are about our Aggies. Good morning, OB.
Good morning.
I like Khris Middleton.
I do too. I wasn't around while he was playing for the Aggies,
Right.
So I didn't, get to know him or anything like that. But, of course, I root for him, and I'm glad that he's a champion. I think now it's pretty clear that to win an NBA championship, you have to have an Aggie on the roster. It's been 2 years in a row. I wonder who it'll be next year.
Yeah, it's going to be an Aggie. There's no doubt about that. Heavy favorites, I'm assuming, if you were to go to the Google machine, would probably put the Nets still up there. They got DeAndre Jordan, I believe, still. So you never know. I'm hoping they don't, but it was great to see. By the way, Khris did not have a great game yesterday, but he, again, hits clutch shots when they need clutch shots. He hit it, I think, with a minute left in the game to really put that game out of reach, where it felt like the Suns were going to make a little bit of a run, and then Middleton makes a big shot. And, no, he wasn't your MVP. He wasn't anybody's MVP, but he had a great series. Giannis, though, 50 points last night.
Yeah, you know what? He's got the ring. He says he's going to say, or he's going to get the ring, I should say. He's going to say MVP would have been nice, but that's what I played for. You played for that ring, not the trophy.
Yeah, he looked so happy. They all did, as expected. But it was just nice to see. Comparison you made, I believe it was yesterday, comparing Isaiah to a guy that I know pretty well, Arian Foster.
There's no doubt about it. He looks just like him. If you watch him run, he's a long strider, but he's smooth. Has a great cutback, a great one-cut guy, can get downhill, hit it with power, and also can break away speed. I don't know if he has top-end speed like Arian did when Arian was coming out, but he looks to me the part of Arian Foster, every bit of it. And when I see them run, and I know them because I had to tackle all of them,
right?
Arian Foster is exactly who Isaiah Spiller is.
There was a little stretch of football where Arian was, if not the top back in football, he was the second best back behind Adrian for a little while.
Oh, there's no question in the NFL, it was Arian Foster for like 2 years.
Yeah.
He was the man, and he competed. Of course, Adrian Peterson is a special player. He wasn't, I wouldn't say he's always the hardest guy I had to tackle. It was other guys that I felt were tougher, like Steven Jackson, because at 6'2", 240, it's more of a mindset. You got to decide, okay, I want to get involved at this point. Like, you didn't have to do those things with some smaller backs that you had to play, but but that's part of the business when you're on the defensive side.
Hey, it's part of the show where we close things out, Billy. What are you supposed to do after you've watched this video? Smash the like button.
Okay.
I don't know if people have done
I guess
that.
I haven't watched the end of the video. I have to follow. I said that yesterday. It's been a busy few hours, so I haven't yet. Follow TexAgs.
Yeah, our YouTube account. Yeah.
Follow the TexAgs YouTube account and smash the damn like button.
Smash it hard.
Get us some likes because Nuno has come on board, and we talked about this for a long time. the man has a lot of ideas for what we can do on this to expand the brand and make the user experience that much better, that much more fun. Smash the like button.
Smash it. And also become a subscriber. If you're not, just trust me, the content you'll get on there is amazing. It is TexAgs Radio Rewind Day 3 from SEC Media Days.